Oh, hey there. I'm just testing out this satellite phone. It's one of the gadgets we use in the news business to make sure we can stay connected during natural disasters, like hurricanes, when the cell phone towers go down. This one is an older Iridium unit, and over the years it's been very good for us, but it's kind of bulky, and this antenna is really hard to use. You really have to pay attention to where it's pointed in the sky. But a new phone has come out. It's called the TerreStar Genus. It's about the size of a BlackBerry, and you can use it as a cell phone or a satellite phone. I've been testing it this week, so if you want to hear more, stick around. At first glance, the TerreStar Genus looks just like a normal smartphone, and for the most part it is. It runs the Windows Mobile 6.5 operating system, has 3G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, a camera, and all the normal features you'd expect, but it's also the smallest satellite phone I've ever seen. Here it is next to an iPhone 4. The Genus runs on AT&T's satellite augmented mobile service, and although it can be used as a daily smartphone, it's intended for business and government users who might need it in an emergency. Clicking one button on the touchscreen puts you in satellite mode, but it can take a while before the phone is actually connected. In my tests, it took more than 5 minutes on most tries. The phone connects to what is reportedly the world's largest commercial satellite, a 60-foot gold mesh dish orbiting 22,000 miles in the sky. The satellite communicates with Earth stations that are connected to the internet, thus completing the connection path. To stay connected, the phone must have a clear view of the southern sky. So to use this phone in satellite mode, you have to be outstanding in your field, if you know what I mean. As you can see, this TerreStar satellite phone is much smaller than the older Iridium phone, but even though it doesn't have the big antenna, you still have to pay attention to where it's pointed at the sky. To drive home the point about holding the phone a certain way while in satellite mode, the back of the phone has a warning label with instructions to keep your hand below a line about a third of the way down. Satellite phones are quirky, and the Genus proved to be no different. About half of my attempts to connect to the satellite failed. When it did connect though, the signal was strong and a recorded voice call sounded a little robotic, but clear.
This is the Gadget Guy calling for a test on the TerreStar Genus satellite cell phone. I'm doing the test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is in satellite mode.
Unlike some other satellite phones, the Genus is limited to use in the United States, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and in territorial waters. The phone is $800, and in satellite mode, text messages are 40 cents each, which isn't too bad. Web and email data costs $5 per megabyte, however, which is roughly 400 times as expensive as normal cell phone data service. You know, I always laugh when I see people using satellite phones in the movies because they're almost always using them the wrong way. You know, like inside of buildings with the antenna pointed across the ground. It just doesn't work that way. Satellite phones are a very special breed, and you have to know how to use them. And that is certainly the case with the TerreStar Genus. A very small, compact unit. You can use it as a cell phone. You can use it as a satellite phone in an emergency. But I don't see this thing going mainstream anytime soon, and people certainly are not going to be updating their Facebook status on it. So there it is, the TerreStar Genus. Thanks a lot for coming by, the Gadget Guy. See you next time.